So, here we are.
Here we are.
Oh,
For whatever reason. How
Yeah.
fun is that immediately as soon as we start? Someone
yeah,
drives
sick.
past.
We got noise cancelling, so it should be alright.
We should be okay. It's a tried and tested situation. 2 people now.
Yeah, sick.
That is unbelievable. What are the chances of that, man? As soon as we begin. But yes, we do have sound cancelling. We should be okay. But this is a tried and proven system. We've tried this. This is I think the last
We'll see how we go when,
Yeah.
when the video's up. But
Anyway, maybe we'll edit this bit out anyway. It's fine. Like I said, normally just ramble for a little bit until we're comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're around each other enough. But I think this is weird because now we feel like people are
watching.
Even there's literally nobody.
Feels like naked.
That would be terrible because then you couldn't hide your gut.
Well, I don't have much to show anyway. In terms of some parts, but
Well, gut, yes. Everything else, maybe
everything
not so
else,
much.
not that much.
Not
to
that
show.
much. That's right. It's not a big performance. Well, I think this one probably was the one that I feel maybe should have been one of the first ones, really. But
Yeah, but we kind of all decided like the first one should be someone that we know of.
Yeah.
Someone's in the game for
a
a
long,
long
time.
time and well respected.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose
Mr. Muldridge, man.
Mr. Modric.
Shout out, Mr. Muldridge. I think as well, it's one of those ones that how do you really like plan it? Because it feels like do you know what I feel like? It's like interviewing a family member
Yeah.
because we know each other so well, and we obviously spend quite a bit of time together. We spend when you actually decide to come to work, we probably spend more time together than we do with our wives.
Yeah. You mean all the time?
Yeah, sorry, yes, all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
So it's one of those things where it's like, well, we kind of already know enough about each other. But I think that as well as the way things have gone with the business, obviously people have seen you around and whatever, but I think that it's more, someone's got to do the work, right? So
Yeah.
you're doing stuff.
Have a listen.
I've,
Have a listen.
and how ironic, what I was actually thinking about this with what I'm wearing, because you look like you haven't worked
Hey,
all
for the
day.
record, I went home, got changed. That was about it. Yeah?
And I look at me, I got my boots on and everything. I haven't done a single thing today.
Not just, for another record, not just today.
Come on, man. It was a very big day of doing things outside of the shop, which is how I thinly veil my job description. But yeah, it's obviously I spend a little bit, most of the time in front of the camera,
Yeah.
and most of the time, I guess, with social media as well. Most of those interactions are happening. I would say maybe nowadays probably recently probably 70-30, something like that. More like sort of interactions and things like that with posts, I think. But obviously that's going to change in the coming future, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. That's probably not the place to start. I think the real place to start, and I think that the core of this episode, I think, is to be really actually looking at how because we're such what people would say odd couple. Like,
Yeah.
there's such little parallels in who we are as people. I don't think we could be any more different.
That's true.
Like, I don't think that we could be, I think we're polar opposites. And I think for a lot of people, it doesn't make sense. And actually, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Still, yeah, until today.
It doesn't. It actually doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, let me hide my guts. Anyway.
You're blowing a button out.
Yeah.
You're going to pass out from holding your breath.
Bye, jacket.
Yeah, well, look, and at the end of the day, the camera adds 10 pounds. And in this case, probably a bit more. But we are a polarizingly different pair of people.
Yeah, in terms of personality, in terms of background, everything is everything's different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. I mean, there is parallels. Like, obviously, We are partners in this, and we both fathers, both have kids. And we have a relatively normal domestic life, and we both like cars. Maybe not the same cars. Well,
Yeah,
pretty
similar,
much
similar.
I think it's like I think you get to a certain age in life, and you kind of just like everything.
Yeah.
You're not
Just
so
not to like everything. It's just appreciate
everything.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So you kind of you just I guess over time start to understand that everything takes energy, everything takes effort.
Yeah.
So everybody's got their own thing. But we, I guess we came together in a really weird way. We've worked together in the past in what feels like, doesn't it feel like another lifetime ago?
It feels like ages ago.
It was ages ago.
Yeah, it
Well,
feels
it was
like
10 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
10 years ago.
Yeah, time flies.
10 flies. Yeah, well, that's a decade.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a decade. And it's like we used to, for context, sell cars.
Yep.
Well, I tried. Apparently, you sold.
Yeah. Well,
So
the results is everything.
the results say everything. So we met then, and then life had this weird way where we came together another time. But we started RSR Works at the worst possible
Yeah,
time.
literally during COVID.
Like
So
as we entered lockdowns.
Yeah, so we signed up the leads with this shop. So when we got the keys, was literally
In lockdown.
in lockdown. No, we got the keys right after lockdown.
Yeah. Because
We were painting the floor,
during lockdown.
and the green rose was going off.
That's right.
We're literally
right.
painting the floor that night.
Yeah, wow.
And we were like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah,
There's hundreds of cars going up and down
Yeah.
the Greens Road.
That's how long ago it was
Yeah.
Greens Road was going off. That's rest in peace, Greens Road. That never happens now. That's a gone thing.
Especially after today's episode. I'm sorry, guys. But should have brought it up.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll just block the Highway Patrol from viewing this video. Well, look, it was long enough ago that it was a long time ago, and it was a different place. Like everything was very, very different, and we had a idea of the direction we wanted the business to go in. But I don't think in our wildest dreams we could have
Gone this way.
gone this way.
Yeah, baby, out today.
Yeah, it was definitely not something that we thought was going to happen the way it did. But in many ways,
It happened.
it happened.
It just happened.
And honestly, I mean, we've had, like with COVID and stuff, like we've had a lot of downs and ups and downs. And
Yeah, so
it's, yeah.
yeah, so it was a funny time, eh? When you think back. So we got the keys of the shop, paint the floor, and then received the machine. Literally, when we received the dryer's machine, was that week. Yeah, we got announced it's lockdown.
Full blown. Like the hardest,
The longest lockdown.
the longest lockdowns
Yeah.
in history anywhere in the world.
And that's the week.
Maybe not
when
in
we-
history, but yeah.
But yeah, that's the week when we received the machine.
Correct. Because I think I was out for a friend's birthday dinner or something, and it was the day we got the machine, and we had like 200 kilos
Dry ice.
of
Yeah,
dry ice just
literally,
kicking it there.
yeah.
And I said to my mates after dinner, I'm like, I've got to go back and test, because I was testing the machine, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the people that have followed the journey so far may or may not know, but we had initially started with
Dry ice.
dry ice. So the main, we were doing other things. We'd bought and sold a few cars, and that's kind of where we thought we were going to go.
Yeah.
But there was too many gaps between selling cars. We're like, we should probably do something else.
Yeah.
And then
was
dry ice.
was like, look, both of us sold cars before, but we knew that it was just like, look, I gotta say we were good at what we were doing, but we all knew that's how we started, but that we don't want to end that way.
Correct. Yeah,
So-
it wasn't the end game.
Yeah, so we just thought like both of us will sit down, called up a whole train.
Ho Tran.
Yeah, whole train.
Shout out Ho Tran,
Tran.
the place of good
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, and then we just thought we're gonna figure out something, and then you had the idea of the dry. So
Yeah.
And I was like, why not? Give it a shot. Well, we're still young.
Yeah. When we were, and it was that long ago that we were somewhat young.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And now everybody's commented on the story about you having good knees. You've got I'm going to call your knees rice bubbles because they snap, crackle, and pop.
oh well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, same for me though, right? But we did. We thought, hey, let's give it a shot because
Yeah, if it fails, we just go back selling cars.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Which we luckily have so far
yeah, we
not
made
gone
it.
back to do. Yeah,
We made it.
yeah.
We kept the doors open,
The lights on.
lights on, paid the bills.
Mm.
Yeah, it was tough to start with.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was tough.
I think we did something with, like everything we've done so far, I feel that there has been no forums, there's been
Nothing.
no instruction manuals, there's been no mentors, there's been, if anybody does anything, they are not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It is so tight-lipped, and it's not so much that the information is hidden, the information does not exist.
Exactly.
So
we
with the-
didn't have ChatGPT, you know.
Well, we didn't. Yeah,
didn't have
this was so long ago. It was pre
Yeah.
Chat GPT because there was no quick answers. Like the dry ice, starting with the dry ice.
Yeah, and just think about setting the idea to people that we can dry ice your car. People at the time, people still think, well, it's a sandblast,
Correct.
especially all the rust cars came in.
Correct.
Like, you guys gonna put holes, a million holes through my chassis?
That's right. Yeah.
But then you have to explain people how it works.
Correct.
Like what you're gonna do to your car.
Correct.
But yeah, that was a hard part, I found.
Yeah, we were trying to start something that really didn't exist in Australia. I think there was maybe someone in Sydney doing it at the time. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But there was not a lot.
nobody knew about this.
Correct.
And
It was a new
just-
technology.
Yeah, it was you just introducing a new tech, a plus new idea
Yeah.
into this market, but
Correct.
people don't know anything about it.
Correct.
But including us, we found this idea, we knew about this machine, then we don't even know
Correct.
how it works 100%.
That was the first time we got conned by a video on the internet. It showed us like, oh man, that looks easy.
That's the first
And
time.
that was the first time.
And then you come to the second time.
And then
We'll talk about.
We'll get
later.
there eventually.
Yeah,
We'll
the
get there
second
eventually.
time,
But
yeah.
yes, that's right. We did get conned a second time around from the internet.
It's not easy. Cars up on the horse. You
job's
just
done.
Shoot it. It
Job's
comes
done.
out like a brand new out of the factory. Job's
perfect.
done. Go home, get paid. Everybody's happy. But
Definitely not the case.
yep.
So we found that it was immensely labor intensive.
Yes.
We would do a day of blasting. And this was when you were still selling cars.
Yeah. So during the day I was selling cars,
Yeah.
and then night after like go home get changed.
Get changed and come here.
And at night come here.
Yeah.
And
And that was
full-
still somewhat weird lockdown-ish type
Yeah, no, still
feeling.
full lockdown.
Yeah, it still felt like a weird sort of. That was a weird time too, but then we were very lucky that we had a pretty reputable collector that had a few cars. That was
Yeah.
then sort of at the time turning things around, and we were getting a little bit, and it kind of seemed like, okay, well, this looks like a viable thing.
Yeah, and
Uh,
also gonna shout out to all the guys that like been support us since day one, like sending cars to us. Like
Yeah.
guys do it, like Johnny, GTR 34.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, shout out John
That's a
Ollisdale.
$250,000 car
Yeah,
today.
yeah. Go shoot something you barely
yeah.
know about at my
Him,
$350,000 car.
Yeah, Modric, you know.
Mr. Moldrich, shout out again. Dana Moldrich for the AZ1.
Send out the AZ1, just guys, do whatever
you
it does.
can.
Do what you have to do.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter, just take it a day or a couple weeks. Just
It
have
was a lot of trust to put into
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
You know, to just go, you know what, like have a look and figure it out. But I think that we've been super lucky even with everything else, even with the wheels and whatever.
Yeah.
The support's been crazy. It's been something that you don't feel like you could never predict that you would create a brand and a space where people are like, yeah, man, we're here for you. Like whatever you need or
Yep.
or every post, there is definitely people, and you know who you are, that every post, and sharing
The
all the time,
likes, the
people
shares,
that just
yeah.
don't even, some people who have supported us the most haven't even given us $1.
Yeah, and a lot not a lot, pretty much every time. We never ask anyone go share the post.
That's right, yeah.
We never ask anyone
That's
to share
right.
anything.
That's
we never
right.
ask, give us a like, give us a
Correct.
comment. We just everything was built on this foundation. I don't
Correct.
know how
Yeah.
to say this foundation, but
Yeah.
just built on these foundations that people's trust, people's and then like the 12
They just get
us.
around it. They
Yeah.
just get around it. And then like over time, obviously we're a bigger team now. I wouldn't go as far as saying we're a huge team, but it's like, it's really, there's 4 of us technically.
Yeah.
3.5. 3.5.
3.5.
But you and even that is, when you start out, you never think, oh, it's going to be more than, at the start we were managing the load that we had, you were doing part-time and I was here during the day, and it was manageable. And then as things evolved, it started becoming like, hey man, like I can't do this anymore, like I need another set of hands. And we only had one machine, but it was less about that and more about, okay, well, if one person's sitting there on the gun all day long, you then start missing out on other opportunities and other things. And so I think that kind of evolved and it became something that we moved into other places. But I think one of the huge things, I think, is, without trying to be cutesy, is how you went from something, so you not detached. You were selling cars, you knew about cars, but you were like probably a large percentage of car enthusiasts where they like cars, but they're not really hands-on.
Yeah.
And, they like supercars, they like new cars, they like exotic cars, not really in the realm of something like this.
Yeah. So this is my Chaser JZX100. It's the first car I've ever built, and I'm really happy to how it came to that, like how it's built now. Again, I was selling cars. Never had a chance to build a car, and I always wanted one. You know how everyone's like when you're a kid, you saw something, you want to build it, but never had the opportunity.
Yeah, it's not something.
And it's always one of my top of my bucket list. I just have to build a car, whatever it is. Doesn't matter, it's a shitbox,
whatever,
or it's a brand new whatever Porsche,
whatever,
BMW, whatever. I have to build a car.
Yeah,
and of course, when we both of us like 80s, 90s kid, right?
Yeah.
We're born with the era of JDM cars.
JDM cars, yeah.
So, look, when you were young, didn't have the money, didn't have the opportunity to build a car, and you're gonna like you. I would have taught myself, if the day I die and I never build a JDM car in my life, you're gonna die with a regret.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, like, and I never had experience to get my hands on tools, and you always want to do so. You want to know.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Like, it's just something you.
It's not about like, oh, I've got $500,000 here. Here's a blank check. Go build this GDM.
Correct.
It's never anything about it.
Yeah.
You want to build it. You want to know it, and you want to grow old with the car.
100%. Yeah.
And then and bought this car and built it.
And it was an absolute bucket. I think, to be honest,
I'm not sure if I can say this on YouTube.
You can say whatever you like.
You might have to pull it out for the content purpose. It's a piece of shit. It's an absolute piece of shit.
It was an absolute piece of shit.
So do you still remember the night how it happened?
I do remember how that happened.
Until today, I still remember.
I will never forget it because I didn't think
it was like it came up on the auction day. So we went to the auction to look at the cars, right?
Correct.
And for some reason, that never popped up.
It was never there, yeah.
It was never there. And on the night, it popped up, and you called me, hey, bro, check this out.
That was my
1997.
That was my fault.
It's a Chaser JZX100 130G GTE. It ticks all the boxes. It's black because they out of the factory they never came out black.
Yeah,
it was black. Everything on the condition report was excellent. The body, the paint, mechanical, everything was excellent. And it's got 120,000 Ks.
Oh, well, what do you want? And
120,000 and it had a 6-speed manual.
6-speed.
So
logic would suggest
when you think about 6-speed out of 1J, back then probably like in Japan it would be cheap to get a V160.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah.
It's like today's cost 25 grand.
20 grand, yeah,
probably
for a built one or whatever. Yeah,
7, 8.
Something lying around.
Something like that.
Something lying
Slap
around.
That one in.
Slap it in.
And what a black Vertex kit.
Oh, it was a beauty.
Chaser.
Let's be honest, it looked good in the photos.
Man, everything's excellent. I was like, I'm gonna get this car. Right? And I opened up a bottle of red wine.
You did open up a bottle of red wine. That's, I think, probably where the mistake was made.
Yep, that's the number one mistake. And then, I was drinking this wine, beating this car. I'm gonna get it today. Like, it's not, what could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I was like,
Fired up.
I'm gonna get this car, and Yeah, and I bought it, and yeah,
But that was not.
you're like,
Yeah, but that
was a
wasn't really how it went.
Yeah, but that was a 2.5 hours
It was
auction.
it was
2.5 hours or 3 hours auction.
I think he's left out some pretty crucial details there. What had actually happened was you'd had many glasses of wine.
Yeah.
You had engaged
for the record, I finished the whole bottle.
He'd had a bottle of wine, and something happened where there was a bidder, Queensland.
Correct.
There was a bidder in Queensland who was probably just as barred up about the excellent condition report that this had. A 6-speed manual, 120,000 Ks with a Vertex kit. What could possibly go wrong? Probably in the same position. And he had decided that if he wasn't going to get it, he was going to make you pay
more
tremendously.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying something to the effect of, I'm not going to do these small bids anymore. And then you started swinging some real big bids.
Yeah. Yep, I did. I was like, you know what? I'm 2 hours in. It's like, I'm not going to back out.
I'm not getting out of this.
I'm definitely going to get it.
I told you to get out of it.
Yeah, it's like, stop, man. Just
Stop, bro. Get out of it. It's a cool car. You just can't pay that much money for it.
I was like, nah. I'm in it. It's 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy it.
And that was the first...
For the record, if you are that Queensland guy watching this you're going to thank me.
Yeah.
You should send me another bottle.
Yeah, that's right. You should send him some penfolds because he saved you. He literally took a bullet. He took a bullet for you.
I saved your time, I saved your money, I saved your effort, I saved everything.
Tears. So let's talk about what you actually got.
Okay, so then you went to pick it up.
I went to pick it up.
And you call me, it's bro, it's fucked. Sorry about the language, but it was absolutely fucked.
It was cooked.
So I went to see, so after work, I don't think I even got home to get changed. Came to the shop, want to suss it out.
It wasn't here.
Oh no, we didn't have the shop.
We didn't have the shop.
Yeah.
We took it, I took it home.
Oh no, you took to my house. You took it
No, I took it to my house first, then I drove it to your house.
Yeah, when I finished work.
And that was literally the most incredibly scary experience of my life. I remember that the car couldn't. The clutch was so bad.
And the battery was gone.
Battery was flat, had to get jump started.
And it stopped at the middle of Wellington Road.
That happened to me when I was dropping it off to your house, yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it over a speed bump, not only because it was low, but I couldn't get it out of graze because the clutch was so bad.
Yeah.
Which we then ended up figuring out what that was later on. So then took the car home, you finished work, I drove the car. It was a couple of days later, and then I drove the car to your house. And it was a 6-speed. And I remember putting it in 6th on the freeway to your house. And I kid you not, the revs would have probably ultimately even been higher than the 5-speed.
Yeah.
Because I remember going into 6th, I'm like...
Yeah, the first gear didn't do anything.
Correct.
The first gear was way too short.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So the ratios were cooked.
Yeah.
So then that was a pretty bad sign to start with.
I thought, wow, it might be just a bad clutch.
That's right.
That's
what we did. It might just... We were very optimistic.
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah.
We were young and optimistic.
And and then I remember you drove to my house.
We put it in your garage.
Put it in my garage. And the next thing we've noticed, the whole window covered in black paint.
That's right. It was the first ever variable paint geometry car we'd ever seen. So having driven it on the freeway, like when I collected the car, it was black. And then when I had gotten it to the house...
Because you would take M1, come to mine.
That's right. The paint was literally flying off the car.
Yeah.
It was painted, I don't even know how to describe that paint job. They sanded the bottom half of the doors and they're like...
Too hard.
It's too hard. Literally, it was
just
too hard.
paint it and send to Australia.
And someone's going to buy it.
Yeah, some idiot going to buy it.
Enter Simon Yang.
I'm the idiot.
You are the idiot. You got that on the record there. He's finally admitted it. We got it to your house. We then were like, okay, well, at least...
Made to my garage.
No, that's right. We were in your kitchen and I'm like, well, at least, hey, there's like 12 grand worth of box in this thing anyway.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Like, we'll just pull the box out of it, we'll put another clutch in it. Still, foolishly optimistic. Thinking that the absolute terrible condition of this car wasn't an indicator of that it was definitely not a clutch problem.
Yeah.
Then I crawled.
Look, even though you paid too much, but I still had a healthy engine, 120,000 Ks,
That's right.
with a V160 in it. Still
like
gonna get your money back.
Yeah.
Ish. And then what? You'll crawl underneath the car.
I was like, oh, let's just have a look.
Let's have a look. See
And
what
I put my phone under, and I knew that, like, you're looking for get drag and you're looking for a smooth case. And as soon as I put my phone under there and I shone the light on it, and it was ribbed. And I'm like, okay, that's not good. And then I looked around, and then it turned out to say ACIN on it. It literally said ACIN on it.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, this is before ChatGPT, because you could have just taken that photo and gone ChatGPT.
Yeah.
what's this?
Yeah.
So then we went like reverse Google image search, I think. And then we confirmed our worst fears.
It's
that
it's a J160.
it was a J160. So for those that don't know what a J160 is, that's S2000, NCMX5,
S15.
S15,
Yeah. IS200.
IS200, which is probably what that came out of.
Probably.
Basically a gearbox that's made out of glass that can handle
NA 2 litre.
NA 2 litre,
Power.
maybe a turbo 2 litre. We're talking 400 newton meters will grenade this gearbox.
Yep.
And we then realised that the error you had made had compounded even further, because now the magical value that the car had then immediately evaporated.
Yeah, as soon as it arrived my garage, it's depreciate 15 grand.
15 grand. 15 grand and the rest.
Depreciated.
Yeah, and it also did that through paint and gearbox.
Yep. And then we're looking at the body kit, or just hold on with zip tie.
Oh my god! It had
the side skirt's about to come off.
Side skirts were literally just tech screwed in.
Yep.
The front, the intercooler was on the piss.
And there's no lens in the mirror.
That's right.
Side mirror.
No side mirrors. It had no side mirrors.
And the worst one was the dash lift.
The dash lift was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen we've seen plenty of bad dash lift, but never seen anything.
That was like complete Mount Everest in the middle of your dash. It was, bro. Honestly,
was it rubbish?
It was as bad as it was going to get. At the time, we had 2 other JZX100s.
Oh, they were beautiful, man.
And that was perfect. George ended up buying one.
Yeah.
Like, and George still has it.
Until today, I was looking at George's car. I was like,
that's the one you should.
Why didn't I manage to swap that? The interior was like mint.
The car's mint.
The whole
Diff's mint. It had been tickled. A super nice car. Super nice. Series 2.
Yep.
Series 2. It was by leaps and bounds a better car. But you're not known for your intelligence, so you then you decided that you would pursue this car. And I think that was simultaneously the best and worst decision you ever made.
Yeah.
Because it gave you no choice.
Yep.
But to go from, you knew what a ratchet was, but you didn't know what a 3.8 ratchet was.
Yeah.
It was so far detached from, I think it's clear, it's also very important to say right now, just because you don't know about something doesn't mean you're not allowed to be an enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% truth. You can like stuff without having to be hands-off stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stop gatekeeping stuff.
Yeah.
You can like stuff and not need to do everything. Like, it's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of people that build cool cars, might not build it themselves, but have the resources and taste to do it.
Yep.
Leave them alone, basically. Ultimately, however, you went down the deepest rabbit hole
with this car. And then become, after that, ever since with this car, become like a blessing and a curse at the same time.
100%. Because the car's got front to back. Like, if we look at the car as it is today, new headlights, new grille, new bar, new cooler, new dash, new mirrors, new seats, new wheel, like the trims. We restored the trims.
Yep.
We bought manual trims. We bought like off Amiyama or whatever. We've done everything. Like we've gone through this car front to back.
Yeah.
And that's not excluding
suspension, everything.
Suspension work, engine work, Like, and it's not like you were just like, hey, whatever, like I'm just going to buy it. No, you went through it, you learnt about it, you, even after everybody told you not to, you decided to buy cams. Even though it's like, bro, don't buy cams. Man buys cams. It's,
wealth.
okay, yeah, that's right. So there was a, so he immediately fell into the car enthusiast trap of going, while I'm there,
Yeah, while I'm there.
you may
Why
as well.
not? Yeah.
You may
Might
as
as
well.
well, yeah.
May as well. They don't. The valve stems don't even cost that much. So
Yeah.
maybe some springs.
Like, look, the
Maybe some
hand's going to
cams.
open anyway to replace $80 parts.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
If they drop in,
If they drop in. Cams drop in.
I mean, you know,
Valve spring drops in.
what are we
The
talking
tenor
about?
drops in.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Yeah.
You know, may as well just do it. True.
Yeah.
You may as well just do it. When the momentum's good, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Shout out PJ's Customs. So that then evolved into ECU, everything related to the ECU. And that was a whole thing, half dash, pulled apart, this and that.
Yeah.
We did,
Put the dash out a week before Black Label.
and then you pulled out the dash a
Yeah.
week before. I think I'll have to find something and superimpose it. Because I've got a photo of you. Remember when I was leaving? I was leaving and I took a photo and this man looked distressed. Because it was like literally
No, because
3 days left and you had no dash.
before that, I bought a dash about 2 years ago before I swapped the dash, right? You saw this dash on Yahoo auctions. It looks mad, brand new.
Easy mode.
Easy mode for JZX 100. Swap in. And it came in, shout out to Modric again.
Shout out Danny Modric.
It came in all wrapped up, was happy.
And it just went up there.
I just went up on the top of the roof.
Like,
Didn't
whatever.
touch it for 2 years.
Yeah. One day.
One day I was out going to Black Label, not going to have a massive dash leaf like that.
Yeah.
Have to replace it, put the dash out. It's a wrong color. It was brown.
It was a brown dash.
It was a brown
A
dash.
brown dash. Picture this. It's a week before Black Label. Didn't you give me, that's right. You pulled the dash out first
Yeah,
and then unwrapped the new one.
yeah.
And you've gone, it's the wrong color.
I knew the color probably be off, but I didn't know it's going to be off that much.
Well, you thought it was going to be slightly off the same color.
Yeah, like
it was
different
literally
grey or-
a different color.
I thought it was another gray, but it shouldn't be that much different. And it was brown.
It was brown. It was what a pardon me. It was a Cresta dash,
Yeah, I think it was a non-turbo.
non-turbo Tourer S, or probably like
as like Series 2 or some like
Grande,
some
something,
Grande.
some random trim level. So then we had to emergency paint it, and you've done it.
Yeah, well,
I mean, yeah,
it's great now. So
it's grey.
So
In the end, you got what you wanted because you said it was going to be a different type of grey, and that's what you got.
Yeah.
So it went from brown to grey in half an hour.
yeah,
Blood pressure was high, anxiety was high. That was when I was building the chopper. So I had no.
yeah.
I literally had nothing chopper lol.
Yeah.
I had no time to help you because my bike had no tank, no fender.
Yeah, the tank, the bike was
The bike was like a shell.
It was apart.
It was completely apart. I didn't even know if the front wheel was going to run. It didn't have a front wheel. It didn't have a fender. It didn't have.
Yeah.
It was completely pulled apart.
Yeah,
The whole wiring loom was completely disassembled. It was totally pulled apart, actually. And I was like, I have zero effort I can give you. And you had pulled your dash out. That was that was stressful. But that came later on down the track. Like you've since then painted the car,
yep,
Kazama kit,
yep.
Kazama grill, which
Yeah,
is
got this grill from Kazama.
from Kazama in Japan in person.
Lucky the last one.
And it couldn't have happened any other way.
No.
So at the time, maybe now it's different, but at the time, that was the only Kazama grill in the world that was available to buy.
Yeah.
Because you
buy
couldn't
instantly.
you could only get Mark IIs or something.
No, it's you can buy it, but you have to wait 6 to 8 months to order that in.
Yeah,
It's gonna cost an arm and a leg for
Correct.
a grill. I
Yeah.
was like, what's the point?
what's the point? Yeah, but it couldn't. You had to have the grill.
You have to like.
You had to have the grill
finish this car
to finish the car off and needed the grill. So we went to Japan 2024.
Yep.
That was the tour that really.
Yeah, because remember we like the 7 of us were sit down.
Yeah.
I was to come up with this where you boys want to
Where do
go.
we need to go? Yeah.
And it's the Kazama is the only store.
It's the only place you have to go.
have to
And it
go.
worked out okay because we had gone to Scuba that day.
Yeah, and then on the way back.
On the way back,
we
yeah.
stopped at Kazama.
And that whole thing, that whole trip is that's a podcast in its own.
Yeah,
That whole trip was a
Well,
podcast in its own. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something that
A couple of episodes.
Yeah.
To talk about that.
Yeah. That was wild to say the least. But we then went to Kazama. I'll try and superimpose the photo of you leaving Kazama. That's like the last time I saw you smile. And then we got it back and you took it on the plane to get it back.
Yeah.
And for ages, remember we were like, that's definitely a Mark II one, bro. Because it looked too long.
Well, it looks really long. Yeah.
And you were like, no, stop saying that. Stop saying
I
that.
bought it, right? I just, on the day before we're leaving, and I just like, for no reason, I just woke up. Did I get it right? Because that looked really long.
We had been hammering you for 3 days about. We're like, bro, that's the wrong rule.
That's the wrong
because it
rule.
looked super thin.
It
looked too thin for that.
And super long.
And super long, yeah, because of that eyebrow.
And
kind
this
of thing.
the invoice I got, it just says JZX100.
That's right. You were stressing.
And it's nothing else. It's just saying like.
That was hilarious. And then we were showing you because we were showing him photos, and we were like, bro, I'm pretty sure that's Mark II. Look how narrow it is. Who needs enemies, huh? Who needs enemies when you got friends like us?
Oh man, I was like, what I'm gonna do, this and that. But thank God.
It worked out.
Yeah,
It worked
thank
out.
God.
It worked out. And it was a crucial piece.
Yeah.
And then, it also should be said that we had the car painted by somebody that I guess most people aren't going to be familiar with them.
No,
They're more of a high-end
Prestige
repairer,
body,
who probably regrets more than anything in his life agreeing to paint this car
Yeah.
because his painter hated him for it.
Yeah, for like 6-7 months.
7 months the
Yeah.
car was there, which is actually in hindsight not that long. And they were like, "Yeah, cool.
The car's
We're not going
done.
to touch. We're not going to touch
Yeah.
the bumpers."
Yeah, we're not gonna install the body kit for you
Yeah,
guys.
too bad. Sorted out.
Yeah.
So then we had to go and trim the bar. So we trimmed all of the bar in their shop.
Yeah.
And like we had to find time at that point because we were pretty deep in the wheel game at that point.
Yeah.
So we had plenty on
Yeah.
and we still had to find time to go there to trim out because it's a contentious thing, but we wanted to have the exposed intercooler piping, like the proper 2000 style. And we were like, yeah, we're going to make it flush and all the rest of it. So then we had to trim out, because these have the dam in there is really deep.
Yeah, if
with
you
the
don't
kit.
have a front mount, I think it'll be all right.
It'll be fine if you got
Yeah.
a side mount, but we didn't. So that was that. Intercooler had to go on, but I think we did the intercooler many months before that.
Correct, yeah.
And then, we put it all together and the bar, actually the Kazama stuff fit really well.
Yeah.
It actually fit really well, and I think we did a pretty good job of getting it to fit. It fits as good as a fiberglass kit's going to fit. It's not ABS.
Yeah.
I think it fit really well. The paint job is incredible. Like considering that's
Yeah.
glass,
I remember
it looks unreal.
the hat I have to go through to pick up the color. To pick the
That's
color.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, this was the right choice, but you were between this and what was the color?
The Azura black.
Azurite black, yeah, which was the wrong choice.
For the record, this is the Azura black.
Is it actually?
No.
No, it's not.
Until today.
No, it's
For
not.
the record, this is the Azura black.
No, it's not.
It is Azura
This
black.
looks more like carbon.
This is Azura black.
You're
It's not-
joking.
It's not carbon
You're
black.
kidding. You dog. Is it actually?
Yeah.
How? This looks like carbon black.
No, this is Azura black.
You're kidding. What a dog.
I saved this moment for today.
What a dog. What a dog. Do you see what I'm going to deal with? What a dog. I don't know, man. Look, okay, well, either way, the colour's right.
The car is good.
The colour is right.
Yeah.
Either way, the colour is right. But this looks far more blue. It probably looks really blue in the camera now.
Yeah. With all the lighting.
With all the light,
yeah.
it looks very blue.
But in the shade, in dark, it's literally black.
But I've seen carbon black. It's carbon black.
Yeah.
It looks like this. But
Yeah,
again, for the record, I am also CP2 colorblind. So that's probably why I thought it was carbon black the whole time. The car's green. I'm like, bro, it looks great. I think that the color is right because it suits the shape of the car.
Yeah, correct. Because I was just worried as well. Like the color looks good. So the Azura black is a BMW M individual color. You only can get in the M cars. I think only available on the M3, M4s and stuff. You can't get into the M Sport.
Right, like
Because the
extreme
carbon
sports
black
mode.
you can get with M Sport.
Yeah.
But Azra Black is only available on the proper M cars.
Mm.
So yeah, when we look at the photos, it looks a bit different than this, but
But I think it's also got to do with the shape.
yeah, got the shape as well. Cause I was worried like how it's gonna turn out with the kit and this color.
But I think
Everything I've seen online, especially with the Kazama
if it's
kit,
if it's a light,
only is white and red. That's it.
yeah, the red looks good, the white doesn't. I think the white doesn't because that opening doesn't quite look right when
With the
it's
white
when you're like when it's a light color, that opening looks smaller.
Yeah.
I think with the darker color because of the light. I mean, it could be sound like I'm rambling on, but I feel like it makes it look more. It looks bigger than that. That opening looks bigger than it is. I feel like, especially with the GDR style kit and grille, I think it looks better in a darker color.
Yeah.
I think it was a hard call to make. And then like if you don't have, and you remember even when you were just running the XT7s before you went these wild one of one SB1s, it looked too narrow without really big wheels.
Yeah,
like it needed this
need
fitment.
big wheels.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
either big wheels or big over fenders.
Yeah, because even on the internet, because like I tried to look for the body kit for the Chaser, because most of the time you're gonna see is Vertex.
Yeah,
that's the most
common.
you're gonna common.
Vertex, Origin Labo,
Origin Label or
factory arrow.
or the OEM arrow. That's
which
most of
looks
the
good.
kit. Yeah.
Factory arrow does always look good.
Which is the most of the kit you're gonna see. I just want something a bit different.
And I'm pretty sure, I mean, we're happy to be corrected, but I think this is the only full Kazama kit car in Melbourne.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
At the time,
I mean, there could be another one. I don't know if there's another one in Melbourne. I don't think I've seen another.
No, but at the time it was like literally the first one.
Which is crazy because the kit's been around forever.
Exactly.
And obviously
I didn't. I was just like always keep in one of like this kit looks hands down one of the best.
One of the best kits ever.
One of the best kits ever.
Definitely very GDR-like.
But I just don't know why it's not
as popular.
It hasn't been that popular, and it's not expensive either.
No. Maybe it's the wait times.
Probably.
That put people off.
6 to 7 month wait.
Correct. So you painted it. We waited for the kit. Then it was a bit smoky. We thought it was turbo.
Yep.
Wasn't turbo. It was valve stems.
Yeah.
Even though it was a young engine, or maybe it's not such a young engine.
Had a haircut in Japan.
Had a skin fade.
Yeah.
It had a skin fade in Japan.
Skin fade, yeah.
And we enlisted the help of Mr. Dusty.
Yeah.
And he came in and helped us out with the top end of the car. And then and then we converted it successfully to a diesel.
Yeah, so it's pretty good I feel, I'm gonna say.
So we did the diesel conversion on the top end, which we then ended up figuring out a little bit of settings in the Haltech to calm the VVTi. Yeah, the preload on the VVTi makes it a bit noisy.
That's why PJ was like, why did he put cams in?
We still don't know why. I don't know why he lied about his paint color, and I don't know why he bought cams, because we're like, don't buy cams. And what'd you get? They're not even crazy.
Pon cams,
which have made a difference to how the car sounds.
Correct.
And I think
at the time I thought I'm going with PJ's high floor turbo.
Yeah.
Which is you're gonna lose a little bit on top end.
That's right. That's right.
When the cam's running out.
Correct.
So
your logic was
cams,
drop-in cams.
It's not that big.
Whatever.
I still want to have the drivability versus the bigger cams.
Correct. But that's not how it's worked out, because now this is
a United 6 turbo diesel.
complete United diesel.
Yep.
But I think over time, the plans are eventually. What do you want to do? 660 or something?
Yeah, I want a PJ's kit.
Well, I mean, there's no other kit to buy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
It's not one.
It is the best.
It is
the best. The best. Shout out PJ's Customs.
The turbo kit you can buy for the 1J.
Because it's just it is everything that a turbo kit should be. It's
when he says bolt on,
it's literally bolt on. It's literally bolt on. And how often do we see that people, hey man, I bought this. Hey, I bought that.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't fit. Oh, I should have bought your kit.
Now, how many times he fixing other people.
other people's kits.
Yeah.
So don't even think about it. If you're going to buy any turbo kit, you buy a PJ's kit. But ultimately, that's going to go down the path of a big external gate and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hopefully,
I think it'll be
hopefully a turbo smart.
Yeah.
External gate.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll make a great racket at that point, and you probably put
If
that.
someone's watching this, please sponsor me at 8 HP swap.
Sponsor me.
Sponsor me at 8 HP swap.
It's a what is it? It's a start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to feel sorry for you, bro.
Yeah, well, either that or probably OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans, you could do an OnlyFans. I think you'd do well.
But I don't have much to show. That's
No,
the
you
problem.
don't. If you did like only the guts, you'd make heaps.
Probably.
Yeah. If people were into, if the people were into bellies,
Yeah.
you'd make it. But you never know.
You never know.
You never know. If you don't try, you never know, kids. Ultimately, the car became something that taught you everything, though.
Pretty much.
From there, the journey with
Yeah,
wheels
like-
and things is a totally different
like
thing.
for someone like me never built cars, you thought easy, man. Just buy this, buy that,
Buy this, buy that.
buy this, buy that.
Slap it in.
Slap it in, but it has so much more to do with it.
Correct.
Not just like buying this, buy that. Like a lot of things that yes, you can buy and put
Yeah.
in, but then it also aligns with what you're gonna do with the car after.
Correct. A lot of cars are built these days with the social media box.
Exactly.
Let's put
What
let's-
does the Instagram like?
What does Instagram like? What does Instagram like? What does TikTok like? I think a lot of people are blurring the lines of creativity, blurring the lines of individualism. I think that this car is a reflection of what you remember the cars to be in
Correct.
the time.
Correct.
Because we were, as old as we sound, we were able to remember when these were new.
Yeah.
When they were a new thing, when it was a new thing,
Yeah.
right? Like it was still like a car that you remembered, you know,
Yeah.
and
It's a
not,
whole-
not like, I mean, not so much like obviously Chasers didn't have that much coverage. We're best motoring people.
Yeah.
Best motoring didn't actually do that much coverage. I think there's probably half an hour worth of best motoring that has to do with the JZX 100
Yeah.
platform, even less on 110s
Yeah.
and things like that.
Because for me, I'm always a guy who likes a photo rear-wheel drive guy.
Yeah. Saloons
not,
are the
not
answer.
just not just a two-door coupe. You know.
Correct, yeah. I mean, coupe's cool. I'm a big
Coupe's
coupe
cool.
guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. There's nothing wrong with it, but
Yeah,
just like different.
but it's the usability of a car like this.
Yeah.
And there's no cars like this anymore, as much as everybody always says, very cliche. There's nothing like this anymore. There's also nothing that sounds like this anymore. There's also nothing that has the utility of one of these things. And I
course,
know
yeah.
that the price of these things is astronomical now, even
Yeah.
here or in Japan.
In
They're
Japan,
crazy, but they're not worth the entire money that they're asking for, but
No.
they're worth something.
They're
They're worth something
They're
because
good cars,
they're
but
a good car.
They're not
Yeah.
worth what people are asking.
Correct.
They're
But-
not 50 grand USD.
They're
cars.
not a 50 USD, no, and they're also, I guess it's economics though, supply and demand.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And I think that people will kind of follow the market as to what it is, and again, influencers have something to do with this. We were kind of, like I said, involved with cars at a different point where you would have to defend what car you liked.
Yeah.
It wasn't like liking a car for clout or liking a car for popularity. You just liked the car and people are, what do you like that for? Like, I have been consistently defending NAMX5s for like 20 years. Dude. I absolutely adore it. I love my car. I'm so torn as to what I'm going to do with it now that I've decided that at least for now it's going to stay here and I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't separate myself from that car. But it's so funny when I look back at having to go through owning, this is my third MX-5, and having to defend it as a hairdresser's car, blah, 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 XYZ, rah, 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 rah. And now it's like, well, they have a demand, they have a value. And the recipe is copied in it's out of the shot now, but it's copied in the likes of an FT86. Yes, an FT86 is a car that reflects another car that's a similar recipe, but popular car. Why? Rear-wheel drive, manual, lightweight, 4-cylinder, all you need.
Yep.
And so back then it was about like, oh, how could you like this? This is when, muscle cars was still a thing. Import tuner culture
Yeah.
is what we kind of grew up with it as. And over time it becomes like a totally different thing. And I think that, these cars being very special and that we're lucky that we're the custodians of them are now becoming out of reach for people around the world.
Which
And-
is sad, though.
Which is sad.
Which is sad.
Because the best thing about these cars is that they were cheap.
Correct.
They're reliable, cheap, easy to modify, it made a great sound. And that's what was the best thing about them.
Yeah,
And now
that's
fading
why
away.
I guess. Look, that's why back then JDM was popular.
Correct.
Yes, it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's fun to drive.
Correct.
Plenty of parts. You don't have to wait
Yeah.
for 6 to 7 months.
It was
for,
easy.
for
Literally
anything.
overnight parts from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then got plenty of choice. If let's say you can sell this car for 10 grand, and tomorrow you buy another one for 10 grand. So you can enjoy, like today you can enjoy the S14. Tomorrow you can enjoy a S15.
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy something
Man, I
else.
rattled off the list the other day to someone and they were like, when? And it was like, I've had S13, S14, FC, I've had 3 Roadsters, I've had a bunch of Pajeros, I've had a bunch of Beamers. And like, it was just so easy. You could just one after another trade.
For someone like us loving cars, but not should be that way, but we always hope that's always going to be that way.
Correct. But it was impossible
Like,
for it to
like you can enjoy something different.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't get me wrong, I love this car, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have like...
You're too far in it now, you can't.
Exactly. But when you have a bit of spare money, so you want something different, you have the capability to buy it, to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is the best car, but I still want to try S15. I still want to try S2000.
Yeah.
You know, I keep saying to you boys,
should have bought an S.
Should have bought an S2000.
Told you he's a Honda guy.
Well, I'm
deep
an
inside.
Asian, you know.
That's right. Fits the profile.
Yeah, exactly.
Fits the profile.
For some time in my life, I have to have a Honda.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, over time, these things just grew further and further away from the hands of the people that wanted to enjoy them. So I think we're very lucky. I think we're grateful and lucky that we have the opportunity. For sure. I think it's been a different thing for what preference people have, for what they have. Like, I've obviously been able to enjoy a number of different things and enjoy them for what they were.
Yeah, and you don't need to own a GTR to enjoy a JDM car. Correct. It doesn't need to be a GTR.
It doesn't have to be a JDR, RX-7, NSX.
It could be anything.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
And I think that a lot of these Japanese cars had so much, they had so much character back then anyway. Yeah. So like everything that you bought was cool.
Yeah, everything like represent itself.
Correct.
It's like
they weren't copying anything.
Yeah, they're not copying. They're trying to, like, doesn't matter if it's a Toyota or it's Nissan.
Yeah.
They try to have their own character.
Yeah. And they were segments. You had turbo, rear-wheel drive, manual coupes. But you also had many cars in that category. And then you had small stuff, you had bigger stuff, you had K stuff, you had, you know, the big heavy hitters, you had Supras, RX-7s, but you also had Evos and Rexys.
Yeah.
You had, you know, JDRs and RX-7s, you had NSXs, you had GTOs.
Yep.
Everything was, like you said, it has its own character, had its own flavor. Even though they were the same concept, they were executed differently. And these things were all, in their own way, really special cars.
They're all good.
They're all good cars. They're literally all good cars. Like, of course, everyone, like, you know, Toyota guys bash on Nissan guys bash on Toyota guys, even though it's like, what are you talking about? But ultimately, everything has its place. And I think that growing up with the exposure that I did, and when I say growing up, it was literally my developmental years poisoning my computer with viruses off LimeWire to watch 5 minutes of Best Motoring. And Best Motoring has then over time become something that's more accessible now. You know, and shout out John Olisau, he's got a massive collection of them, like actual copies of Best Motoring hot version. And, you know, some of it was in DVD, some of it was, it's in VHS. But now there's a lot of it on the internet. And, you know, now it's reminiscent because, you know, there's a lot of things, like for a long time, the SW20 MR2s, the Turbo MR2, smashing everything.
Yeah.
Literally smashing everything, and nobody talks about them.
Yep.
And like there were so many different things, like the rivalry between Evos and WRXs over the years. It was like literally fractions.
It's never ending topic.
It was a never ending, and it was like they were always just one ahead of the other, and they all had their own individual feeling. And I think that that's what drove me into this culture, and what drove me ultimately to just pursue being around these things over time, you know, which, you know, has led into the influence of our business is obviously heavily influenced by Japanese culture.
Yeah, because like our idea wasn't start our own business, you know. It's not like what you're seeing on internet. You start on your own business, the next day you start rocking up a brand new M3 or Porsche.
GT3 RSs.
Yeah, it's like look, it's good to make money, but I'm saying what I'm trying to say is it's not always about money.
No.
We're just trying to come up with a concept or idea, try to make it viable to people
Everywhere.
like to everybody, for everybody that you want to enjoy cars or whatever, that we're here for you. You know? It's not about how much money we're gonna make out of this job.
Yeah, we definitely don't make enough money for how we look.
Tell me about it.
The energy and the effort that we put into what we do, I think.
How many times? Look, for how long we had RSL for? 4 years?
5 years.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah.
How many times that your wife has told you close up the shop?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Yeah.
How many times my wife told me that? Just close it up. I don't know what you guys doing there.
Yeah. For the first couple of years, yeah.
Yeah,
it was just constantly just like,
close it up.
Is it worth it?
It's not worth your time and effort.
Yeah. It was tough, man. We don't know why. I mean, now we know why. Now we know why we didn't quit. But there is. And because like we said earlier, we started it at the worst time. And we were spending so much time away from our families. And we were coming home smashed. Smashed, dude. Like no ability to do anything else. Hands were like stuck like this from hanging off the back of polishers, or even early days with the dry ice.
Yeah.
Or hanging off the back of polishers, or absolute stress trying to figure out how to get these wheels to look right. We did months on months on months, no money. Backwards. Shout out Danny Modric again, handing us wheels and going, do your best, guys. And we literally did our best. We would try this and try that because, again, no manuals, no forums, nothing. Just two morons in Dandy trying to figure it out and keep the lights on.
Yeah.
And we struggled for years to get it right. And then eventually when you get it right, I think that what people see on the internet is these guys are printing money.
Yeah.
Guys are printing money.
Yeah.
Must be cruising, building cars, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, a lot of people, probably until today, not until today, since the beginning when people see us start doing wheels, a lot of people running the wheels that we've done. Wow, these guys will be making a killing. Be making banks.
Yeah.
But reality is we're not. We're actually not.
We're not,
like, if you count into the hours you put in the energy,
yeah.
you might as well work at the Macca's.
You may as well work at Macca's.
Like, how much you get paid per hour,
may as well be
Macca's get paid
May as well be a Macca's. And the fact of the matter is that we wouldn't have it any other way.
Correct.
As crazy as that sounds, is that we wouldn't have it any other way. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that, yes, lights stay on, we do okay, the business is running, we are endlessly grateful for the hundreds of wheels we're trying to get through all the time. This is half of what we've got going on. But we do it because somehow we're stupid enough to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And things have evolved with the business, the direction that we're going with the business. And I think that I honestly couldn't imagine myself doing anything else.
Yeah.
Because we've already done the suffering. We've done the suffering.
Think about it, the suffering to start with was with the dryers. To tell people what dryers is. Like what's gonna do, like how's our service gonna help your car or whoever's building your car is gonna benefit for them. That's how you have to explain this idea, like how it works. And then that we get on top of it. That one's done, and then look, like we said before, dryers was good, but was very seasonal.
Yeah.
During the summer was perfect. One car drop off, the
another one gets picked up.
This one got picked up, and the other one drop off.
Cruisy.
Was all right.
It was good.
Was all right.
It was good.
It wasn't that sort of under, like you had to under so much time restraint. You have to finish this car by this time.
That's right. We were very liberal with our time.
You can finish like even the collectibles that you can take as long as you want.
As long as you just tell me.
A day, 3 days, 5 days.
Doesn't matter.
When this car's done, let me know.
I'll send a towie. Yeah.
And then during the winter, there wasn't so much jobs going on, and we thought, well, we're pulling out dicks, probably looking for something else. And then that's how you sent me the video.
Have a look at this.
Have a look at this.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna be printing money.
We're gonna go to sleep and make money.
And the wheels just go down, and
they
it
come
comes
back
out
up
like a mirror.
It's glass.
Like that's it. We don't have to do anything.
Enter the second time we got conned by the internet. Third time, because you got conned by this.
Yep.
Third time we got conned. And
Second
we're like,
time to you, third time to me.
and we're like, let's do it.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Wrong. And everything went wrong.
Everything went wrong. Every single corner we turned, every single thing we tried for months, it was just
and just every time when we put like spend hours in the tumbler comes out, you're going backwards.
Going backwards.
It looks worse than
when it went in.
Yeah.
And we're like, what are we going to do? And then we had the hot pot, the paint stripping hot pot.
Yeah.
So early on, we were stripping wheels individually in the shop, gassing ourselves to death.
Yeah.
And then having to deal with this. Well, it wasn't, the first one wasn't too bad. The second stuff was very angry.
Toxic.
Toxic and angry. And we figured out the hard way that wasn't the way to do it. And then we spent weeks on weeks on weeks trying to figure out this wheel polishing thing. And that's when we finally figured that out, we're like, hey, how about we just do wheel polishing now? Now that we've figured it out, let's just stick to wheel polishing. The demand was there. The wheels were flying out the door. We'd done really well. Things were happening. And we're like, hey, we can't have this stuff floating around the air from the dry ice if we're going to be doing the polishing. We then, fortunately, were able to move the dry ice business on, which is now Mate at Carbon Blast. If you ever need some dry ice, let him know. Here's a gun. And basically, we then shifted to full-time wheel stuff.
Yeah. So at the time when we start polishing wheels, the wheels, the jobs start coming in. We'll shout out to all the OG customers.
Yeah. Some that have returned many a times.
Yep. And you guys just like take it as long as you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever experiment you want.
Whatever you need to do.
Whatever you need to do. And when it's done, just let me know.
Yeah. We are, honestly, we are grateful for that because we wouldn't have had the ability to figure it out.
No one rush us. Just call me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Whether it's a week, 2 weeks, a month or two, just take your time, boys.
Yeah. We've been very lucky. It's good. It's been good.
Yeah, and then that started going off, and then at the time we still got people calling us. I can drive my engine, my gearbox, the random parts.
Like trying to handle it.
I was like, no, can't do it. Try to get through the other wheels, all the wheel jobs. And then start polishing wheels. That was good. I remember one day you woke up to me, said, "Hey bro, do you want to build people's wheel?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Not really, man."
We had a lot going on.
Yeah, I was like,
I think the right answer for that was not really.
Yeah, not really. It's just like, I just want to polish people's wheel, make them look good, and go home. Yeah. Because when it comes down to wheel building, you got to take a lot of responsibility for it.
Heaps. But
are they round? Are they 100% round? Are they airtight? Are they like
oh, there's so much. Are they built correctly? A lot of cowboys.
Bolts and nuts. Like, what are we gonna do? Like,
we did find, I think, what we both were like, all right, maybe not. But then I think we were kind of pushed into a corner when
not everybody. There's so many people request.
Yeah, guys, and we saw some absolute rubbish.
Oh my god.
Rubbish. Rubbish. Honestly, rubbish. And we are honestly the ultimate go sort it out yourself if you want to try. Because we've sorted everything out ourselves because we tried. So we can't sit here and preach, don't touch your own stuff. So everybody that goes like, oh, I want to try and polish my own wheels, like, cool, we'll see in 2 weeks. Yeah. And they end up coming back anyway. Yeah. The second thing is, if you want to build your own wheels, all good. Just make sure you do them properly. Yeah. We give advice to people. We help people all the time. But when it started, we saw some absolute filth. Yeah. Absolute filth.
And remember how many times, how much time we spent just to fix shit up?
Yeah. So, it was just, everything was just rubbish.
Came to us why it look this way?
Yeah.
Why was it built this way?
Silicone all over the joint.
Yeah, why to pull it apart, reseal this and that, talk all the boss
faces on the piss.
Well, we're not charging people, We didn't charge people. I spent days on just trying
to get incredibly rusted Loctite multi-point bolts out of the back of a WED Serb or something. Nightmare. Yeah, nightmare. It's actually a nightmare. Yeah. It's actually a nightmare. And we certainly don't charge enough of that. And we've definitely punched the sides of inside barrels while trying to undo things. We've had situations, blow torches. We've had one person standing on the barrel while we're trying to undo it because we refuse to do power tools.
Yeah.
when a lot of people just absolutely hammer these things, pneumatic rattle guns, we're sitting here making sure that we try and not break anything.
Yeah, try to just
Do it
try
properly.
try to save people like every dollar we can. Try to save save people dollar.
In losing
So
our
we
sanity.
tried our best not to break any hardware.
hardware.
But they're 20, 30 years old.
Oh, man.
Rusted.
I don't think we've broken more than 50 bolts.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
And we've undone and redone thousands of bolts.
pretty much. Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of bolts. And I reckon we've lost 50. I reckon we've
Yeah.
snapped 50,
But
which
how much?
you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, was just 30 years old.
30 years old, rusted, sitting in the bottom of the sea. So I think that we then realised that there was a market for that.
Mm-hmm.
We then wanted to help people. And then came what we found an opportunity that we didn't necessarily want to take. Honestly, we did not necessarily want to
Lips
take.
and barrels.
Lips and barrels.
Yeah.
And we fell into lips and barrels because the predominant lip and barrel supplier in Australia was producing rubbish.
Yep.
Absolute rubbish. And it's not necessarily to do with the material itself or its origin. It was how that whole thing is handled.
Yeah.
And we had our own experience in trying to maybe use him as a supplier. And that's when we learned the realities of what our customers were going through.
Yeah, because that customer paying us. We're getting leaps and barrels from that company.
Yeah.
But
Putting our reputation on the line.
exactly. Guess what happened when they don't run through?
Yeah.
Like
Comes back to us.
Yeah, stuff don't line up.
Yeah.
And been taught 10 weeks and end up like 20 plus weeks.
Yeah.
So that's the headache we have to deal with the customer.
Correct. That was our responsibility because we were the face of it. And then we knew that that wasn't sustainable. And I remember the conversation.
Yeah.
And we were honestly, I don't know how more genuine I can be. It was like, I really don't want to do this.
Pretty much. At the time, way too stressful because we're making all money out of it.
Yeah. It wasn't worth the stress.
But
It
with
wasn't
the
worth the
amount of stress we had to go through, man.
Yeah.
It's just
And
not
our
worth-
reputation,
yeah,
which I
just
think
not
we've done a
worth
pretty good
anything.
job preserving.
Remember like Nathan's GDC barrel?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
pair of GDC barrel.
It was like 19 weeks or something.
No, 20 plus weeks.
20 plus weeks.
I
Yeah.
remember that day is like you rushed to depot to pick it up from Korea company. While I was waiting at the door in case they showed up.
Yeah.
Well, you on the way to collect them.
Unbelievable. And we were on the phone to each other
Yeah.
in case we drove past the truck.
Is that, are you there? I can see a truck. And he's like, let me run to the office, make sure that the stuff's still here.
And it was just not the way a business should be run. And we had already at that point identified issues with them being 80% of them on the piss, 80% of them holes were drilled the wrong way. I mean, I don't remember a set that was perfect.
Always
I've
had
never
drama.
remembered a set
Always
that
had
was
drama.
on time or good. They were either late or bad or both. And
Yeah.
most of the time, both.
Pretty much.
And then we're like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And we went through, again, no forums, no manuals, no nothing, just figuring it out. I think the blessing that we had was that we were on the ground. We were already doing it. We knew what made a good lip and barrel.
Yeah.
We knew where the tolerances were. We know the likes of how an SSR should fit. Why?
Yeah.
Because we're pulling them apart. We're rebuilding them. We know what work fits like. We know what WEDS fits like.
Yeah.
We know that those WEDS barrels don't need 5 bajillion holes in them. We know how certain things fit and how certain things should go. When you're in that position, you know what to look for. And we've spoken about it in posts and things like that about, although they are the same product in terms of what they do as a function,
Yeah.
but there's things that need to be
yeah.
right. Material thickness, chamfered edges,
Yeah.
and how they all come together, we don't want to give away too many of our secrets, but like the way that they come together. And all of these things, double seam weld, like seam filled and everything else, all of these things make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're not doing it the right way, it just reflects poorly on the company.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like later on down the track, just makes everything hard.
100%. Because it's easy to sell something you're not putting together.
Correct. Yeah.
95% of the time, we're putting them together.
Yep.
So we make them perfect because we don't want the headache.
Yeah.
But it's taken trial and error, and it's taken, oh my God, how many phone calls, how many stresses, how many times have we remeasured a lip and barrel?
Oh.
Walk away, like measure it, walk away, come back, measure it again. I need you to measure this.
Yeah.
Measure it again. What does it look like? I can't tell. I can't tell. And we're talking like microns.
Yeah. Point something millimeter.
Point something of a mil. And then we've got stuff that's being sold on the market that's literally like 0.5, 0.7,
Yep.
6 and 12 o'clock, like opposites.
Yep.
But that's when we knew that it would make a difference. And I think, again, same thing. Shout out Gus. Shout out all of the people that have followed us from the start with the lip and barrel journey, where we've had situations where we've got people going... We've had people going in on lips and barrels from the beginning, money up front. Hey guys, just let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
Every time there's things that are out of our control with the lips and barrels, shipment times, things like that, weather events.
Yeah.
Weather events, tariffs,
Yeah.
shipping routes, ship availability, everything that can possibly go wrong we've gone through.
Yeah.
Yet we've still been able to deliver on reasonable timeframes. And when we can't, we discuss it and people go,
Yeah, we be upfront with it.
and people are like, all good, man.
Yeah.
All good. Just let me know when they get there.
Yeah, we be upfront with it. I think like that's
That's the main thing.
yeah, that's the main thing. I'm just upfront with people.
Correct,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, look, like with the leaves and barrels, yes, our fitment's good, but I gotta say, there's still room to improve in terms of shipment.
Correct.
But unfortunately, right now, today's world is very hard to control, very hard to predict.
Oh, you can't do anything about it.
Pre-COVID was really good.
Yeah, pre-COVID was moving.
Just
Yeah.
it's getting hard and hard.
Yeah. Less boats.
First, especially like even not especially like if we look at this year, like for the first 6 months, everything was on good. Was good on everything was on time.
Yeah.
Maybe one week out of our ETAs, but first 6 months was good. This second half of this year
Super tough.
is getting hard to get shipment from overseas. Like it got better. Then right now I just received a report saying Melbourne Port and Sydney Port, they got a massive delay because way too many ships coming in. So
Because it's
unfortunately,
inconsistent. It's just inconsistent.
yeah, like
right now.
one day is good, the other day is
That's right.
yeah, it's not good.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be
not.
shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we can't shorten the distance of the sea, and we also can't control how many boats are on the sea.
Yeah.
But I think that we've still been able to maintain a reasonable ETA. We've been able to maintain a good product. And I think that a lot of people have gotten around that. And I think a lot of people have followed us on that journey, which we, again, are immensely grateful for. Thank you very, very much. And I think that no matter what we've done and no matter how we've gone through what we've gone through with this business, people have always been there. And people have always supported us. People have always just been there to back us start to finish. And I think that that's probably as good as it's going to get.
Exactly.
And I think that, to be honest, that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Because we're not millionaires and we're not rolling in cash. We're doing okay.
Yeah.
But it's not the situation where, we're going to go out and finance a GT3 RS like everybody else in Melbourne.
Yeah.
We're in a position where we're happy and we're able to reinvest the money that we make back into the business to do more. And, that's where some of those things come into, the future of the business and the way things are going is because people have stood by us.
Yeah.
And I think
that's
that's
one thing that we can't thank enough.
Yeah.
We can't, we just...
How do you
we've been
express it?
Yeah. Like
how do you express it?
We've been really grateful.
Yeah,
like
been good.
The support from customers, like we don't have, like we barely had any one customer that came back just saying bad things about us.
No, I mean, it's a Google review saying. Everybody that's had an experience with us has, I think, enjoyed it and I think have learned through it. We learn with them, people learn with us. And I think that's why. Like, I think it's what motivates us to keep going because we've got a really good backing. I'm happy and I'm grateful that it's gone that way. And we've learned a lot.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot and people stay with us with this journey, which is really grateful, really, really grateful. With the tumblers and stuff.
Yeah.
How everything we figured out, how leaps and barrels we figured out. Now we're doing powder coating in-house as well.
Powder coating in-house.
Yeah,
which has been a journey on its own.
still a journey, but you mentioned we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. And I think that, again, one of those things where, I mean, there might be a little bit more information available with powder coating perhaps, but powder coating in itself has been a journey because we're, again, moving a product that is different to what people are used to.
Correct.
You know, at the prismatic catalogue's 55,000 colours.
Yeah, something crazy
and
like
finishes are amazing.
Yeah.
And it's another different thing that you're trying to shift people away from paint and more in the direction of powder coat, which is a challenge in itself as well, because we're trying to change the perspective of that.
Yeah, and on top of that, and we're gonna have shop in Japan now.
Shop in Japan.
Yeah,
I think that's what people have probably been watching this part going, when are they going to talk about? Stop flapping on about the chaser.
But we're only going to talk to the second part of the video.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you guys are just going to swipe.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to skip. We need the viewership. We need the hours. Yes, that's right. So I guess one of those other big pivotal moments, which most of the people around the page are kind of aware of what's going on. We've obviously already got a pretty good following on the Japanese profile, rsrworks.jp. So yes, it is, we left this to the very last minute, quite literally flying out in, I don't know, I'll be in the air in 48 hours.
Yep.
Doing my first long-term stint in Japan. So we kind of knew that, and especially after the trip last year, we had seen opportunities. We have, like we've spoken about at length now, both of us personally and business-wise have a strong connection to Japan, mostly because that's where it all comes from. Every TE, every chaser, it's all stems back to Japan and Japanese car
Apart
culture.
from the Siemens we have here.
Apart from the Siemens, that's right.
Everything is from Japan.
Everything is from Japan. I think we've got some European stuff here, some BBSs. And even BBS is, later model BBSs are made in Japan anyway. But we, sort of over time, I felt that it was the right pivot to service our customers in Japan, directly in Japan. Over the last couple of years, we've developed a good relationship with most of the guys that are based out there, so our American friends who are based out in the bases in Japan, and slowly, incrementally into the Japanese sector, where a lot of these things that we do here are unheard of over there. You know, like re-rolls, lips and barrels and things like that. Which is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. But, you know, there is an opportunity for that over there, and there is, a lot of demand, actually, surprisingly. There's quite a bit of demand over there to do that. I mean, we're seeing the likes of, Gazoo Racing starting to do 8.6 engines, blocks, heads. We're seeing Toyota do heritage programs for Mark IV Supras. Nissan probably lead that with the GDR heritage program. We're seeing the return of the VSKF Sharps. We're seeing the return of, Modernas. We're seeing the return of, there's just an endless list of things where we've come this full circle, and now I think the world is starting to really appreciate those things that make up Japanese car culture, accessories and performance and cars. So it makes sense to go back to the motherland, I guess. And there is a tremendous amount of support that we have in Japan. We like it again over the years and visits, and I mean I'll frequent there. We've gone over a few times, and these things, you develop relationships that last a lifetime, and you develop things that make you realise that there's an opportunity to be had there. And Japan has been sort of always in the realm of what we've wanted to do, and it's one of those things that you never think you'll get there. No. You'll never think it's going to be possible, and you never think it's going to be something that'll work. So, there's been a tremendous amount of sacrifice personally here for us to make this work. We've done hours on hours on hours. I mean, now it's, probably 8:30 at night. We're sitting here after a full day's work to film this, to get it done in time before I leave, So it's one of those things where, we've put so much personal sacrifice into this, and again, we come back, we reinvest, and we push the brand further. And I think that having something in Japan allows us to close that bridge between Australian car culture and Japanese car culture. We're supported by great businesses, great partners, great people that not only just customers, we're talking other businesses that are feeling that, this is the right time for someone to go there and hold that sort of representation of Melbourne car culture, because there is other states that we're not going to get into, but there is,
We all know
stocks.
what we're talking about.
We all know what we're talking about. Black jeans, black bands, you know who people are. So, there needs to be, we're sort of representing, Melbourne car culture, because it is unique in its own sense.
It is.
And so we've got a lot of people on our back with this, and we're super excited about it. There is many opportunities to be had. There is going to be the crux of the standard RSR work service.
Yep.
We're in very early stages right now, and we're doing everything we can to get everything set up. Unfortunately, with Japan, it's not sort of something that happens that easy.
Away,
It's a very arduous, very long-winded, not for the faint-hearted. I've gone through recently how many, quite literally hundreds and hundreds of pages of paperwork, and this is just scratching the surface. Like, once I'm there, there's more paperwork.
Yeah.
So it's a tremendous sacrifice, I think, personally, but I don't think we feel that way about it. It's not necessarily a sacrifice. It's a step.
Not even a new chapter. It just like it feels same chapter.
Same chapter. It's just another step.
Continues with another story.
And I think that it allows us to, maybe thinly veil business being as a justification to go to Japan. But I think that it also aligns with who we are and aligns with the brand. And I think that it's the most logical step.
Yeah,
it's the most logical step.
So Australia gonna stay as it is.
Yep.
And Japan just gonna be another branch in Japan.
A branch, technically a branch. Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're gonna get separate. It's not like we're getting divorced,
We're not getting a divorce. Yeah. So sorry if that's
who's taking the car, who's taking the kid.
Yeah.
It's none of that.
There's none of that. There is no divorce. There's no messy divorce. There's no
It's just like a expansion.
Paternity test.
It's just the expansion.
Yeah, that's right.
For us, like for Charlie go to Japan, there will be not only benefit for this brand, for RSR brand, it's also going to benefit for a lot of our friends.
A lot of
you guys have been following through the journey.
Yeah.
That way we'll be able to provide more service and products.
Correct.
So
correct. It's the right direction to take in order to offer more.
Correct. So
it's not always about, again, like we've said a few times, it's not actually always about the money. It's also about offering something, having value.
Yeah. People to enjoy something that money can't buy.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, for sure. There's experiences to be had in Japan that if you don't know the right people, then you're not going to have those experiences. There's, I think, people that are late bloomers in Japanese car culture, or people coming from younger generations into it, miss the big brick of Japanese car culture that is still there.
Still there.
It's still there. It's just harder to find.
Yeah.
And I think that we want to share that with people as well.
Correct. Because it's not always what you're seeing on Instagram.
Correct.
Like seeing supercars in Shibuya,
Yeah, correct. Supercars in Shibuya. Geez.
So it's not always about that. It's a lot more into it. But
there's history.
You're gonna if you weren't born that's through the 90s or 2000 era, like
very hard to understand.
It's hard to understand, but once you understand, you appreciate it.
100%.
And we just want to bring that appreciation back.
Correct.
To enjoy what this actual car culture is like.
Correct.
It's not always about EGs on TEs to get
EGs on TEs with 12,000 followers
to get you into shows, It's not always all about that.
It's not always about the TEs.
It's more into it.
Correct. There's more to it. There's more to it. And there's a lot of businesses out in Japan as well, which we're excited to work with. And I think that there's a lot of brands and businesses out there that are dwindling under modern things. That Japan, although looks like lives in the future, there is endless amounts of shops that are run by people now well in their 60s and 70s who enjoyed the heyday of car. That we owe them.
Exactly.
We owe them for building the culture that we celebrate now. So, we owe it to the original custodians of Japanese car culture to really truly appreciate the brand for what it is, we need to be in that environment. Yeah. And I think that's been one of the big drivers for the expansion to Japan. Like you said earlier, this is not a detachment from what it is. This is, the boys will still be here. The team in Japan will grow organically like the team grew here. You can't just get anybody through the door to do what we do. It's a very specific thing. It's a high quality standard that we hold, so you need to get the right people. And I'm sure over time in Japan that will grow. We've got a huge network of people waiting there, ready to take us in. So over the course of the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a bit crazy, I think.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of adjusting. I think that
for you personally, yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to be. It's not a tiny adjusting.
It's a big cultural adjustment. Especially when Nihongo wa mada desu ne. It's not so easy to assimilate into a culture where the language is difficult and the culture is so
language
different.
is one thing, but the whole culture is
culture is another thing. Yeah, it's a totally different thing. I've got 2 young kids that are coming with me on this journey, as is my wife. And, we're going into this thing not blind. We've been lucky enough to be in Japan. I mean, I think this entry will be my third entry this year.
This year, yeah.
Yeah, so spent a bit of time in Japan before making this decision. But we will be based in Yokosuka, so Miura Peninsula, closer to Mines, for those who know where that is. And we'll be based there, which is probably a little bit closer to where the naval base is, Yokosuka Naval Base, where a lot of our customers are. But we'll be servicing guys out in Sama, Okinawa, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, it'll be a broad thing. I'm excited to bring it to everybody. You can follow the journey on rsrworks.jp, albeit that, I think a lot of the content will be Japanese specific. There's going to be some language walls there relative to that content, but I'll be doing the most I can to share it with RSR Works Australia, because I think that, it goes both ways, weirdly. Like, our Japanese customers engage really well with our Australian stuff, and our Australian customers...
It feels like Japanese people, they want to see more sort of...
Australian car culture.
Australia or America or Europe.
Correct. Western,
Us, we're only
obsessed.
Obsessed.
Yeah, so I'll be doing, I think that especially in the early days of this sort of initial setup stage, I'll be focusing on content creation and bringing a little bit more insight into what the movie's like. How is it to move there? So please, obviously you're watching this on our YouTube channel, but if you in the future please subscribe. You'll be able to see a lot more. I'll be working on more sort of content on what that's like and what the transition's like, and updates of what's happening with myself and the journey over there will be mostly on YouTube. Daily sort of snippets, Daikoku sort of stuff will be also shared on the RSR Works page here. I will technically still be on our Instagram. You might talk to me, you might talk to him, probably going to be talking to him. But we are going to be, sort of cross-sharing and stuff like that, which would be good. Good news is, although this has been a massive delay, months since the last episode, fortunately, the podcast will continue. So we're happy to keep the podcast going over there. It's going to look different to this. I don't think I'll be able to fit a car in my tatami room. But
maybe like garage.
Maybe in my garage, maybe in my garage, or in that little outside area. We'll be able to figure something out. So the podcast will continue. Anybody who's over in Japan or visiting in the area and wants to drop in for a podcast, please do. We'll shoot an episode. We have always thought that this podcast was going to be mostly about enthusiasts and not famous people. We've always wanted the podcast to be about people that are actually there doing this stuff, who are involved. So
but it's like the initial idea of the podcast is just have people with the passion, like have people that have passion with their cars.
Correct.
It's not about this guy got 100,
how many whatever followers, this and that. No,
Instagram.
It's never mattered.
Like, let's get all the clicks. That we can.
Not interested.
It's all about that. It's not. It's never about how many views we're gonna have. It's all about like just have people to share their experience with the cars, with the culture of the cars. Correct,
because everybody has something to say. We had the last one I think was Toby, and Toby's Land Rovers, Mercs, Beamer bikes, like everything. So I think that we'll be happy to continue this journey over there. So the podcast will continue. We'll continue as per usual, and I will be doing my absolute best to kind of do more content update things in Japan until I end up in the situation where I've got racks and racks of wheels to do. Then that's probably going to be a bit harder at that point. But I think I've got a very good opportunity, and we're taking the media kit with us. So I'm super excited to be doing more content. The uplift in content I think is going to increase. We have been, as we have with the podcast, as we have with a lot of our stuff at the moment. We did kind of obviously announce the move to Japan a little while ago, and since then it's been harder for us to come to grips with doing and managing everything.
Yeah, because you were just like flying to Japan, flying
correct.
in and out.
Yeah, in and out.
I have to get on to a family vacation.
That's right. So you had to get the last one in. Yeah.
So it was for the last couple of months.
It's been crazy.
It's been crazy.
It's been crazy. But I think things will not normalize because nothing's going to be normal anymore. But I think that over time, we'll get back to the content focus because I think
it's like get back to the rhythm.
Like rhythm.
We had our rhythm, but
correct.
Since the decision making is that opening up the branch
it's a
in Japan,
it's a lot.
It's become difficult.
Yeah,
a lot of things become difficult. We're still gonna get all the work.
That's right. We're still obviously the work is still going out the door.
Yeah, we still need to get all.
It's very hard for us, I think, now to stop, take a reel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we shot the reel for the TEs. These ones here that are going to Hawaii. Like, you know, when there's tariff codes and things like that need to be happening. So we're trying to get through everything while still maintaining the flow of reels and whatnot. So I think that we'll get back to our rhythm and our flow, I think, which is going to be good. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Japan. I think that on a personal note, obviously it's going to be very fulfilling for me. It's a dream. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it necessarily for, money. It's for the success of the business and it's for the future of the business. And I'm so keen. I'm really excited to do more content. That's going to be really, really good. And I guess over time we'll be updating everybody along what's happening next. Yep. We're not going to give anything away now, but there's definitely some new products and services that we'll be working on in Japan. Probably one of our biggest moves, I think, in the coming year or so. We're working on something that I think we ultimately see the vision of the brand going towards. Yeah. But that's not something that we're going to leak. That's not something we're going to...
Yeah, still a long journey.
Oh my God, huge.
Long journey.
And I would argue probably one of our longest ones today. So I think that that's going to be under wraps. We're going to be doing a little bit more in terms of helping people when they come to Japan relative to that sort of stuff. So that's all going to happen in the background. But we will keep all of you updated on what happens next. But I think that we have probably flapped on for quite a bit now.
Yep.
I think we kind of covered what we wanted to cover, and then we're going to stop the recording and be like, "Hey, we didn't even talk about that." But
there'll be more episodes.
There'll be more episodes. We're doing
when you come back
December. So December, I'll be back for a little while. I think I'll probably do a meet of some description. We'll do a car meet here.
Yep.
And then I think at some point this will be hopefully making its way over to do a little tour over there. I think that's what.
Send the invoice to you, huh?
Yeah, send me the invoice. Send me the shipping invoice. I'll ignore it. And I think that we'll have some content. We'll do another one in December. We'll do another one over the course of the next couple of months. But I'm super, super keen. But I think we have done a stellar job of covering everything that we're going to do. And you made it without a single double happiness.
I'm going to need a double happiness.
double happiness. You need the fitting. You need the Speed Pro fitting. All right. So I think that's pretty much, we've covered everything off. Thank you very much for watching a slightly longer format video.
Yep. Again, going to shout out to everyone that's follows through the journey.
Correct.
So look, how we're going to feel about this brand and RSR is, this is literally just the beginning of it.
Oh, for sure.
It's literally just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. Yeah.
There's more to it, and hopefully you guys are gonna stay
with us for the rest of the journey.
Yeah.
As you have for this probably long episode. So thank you very much for joining us for this one again. There will be more coming. Thanks a million for supporting us on our journey. We'll have another episode out to you. Well, I can't commit when the next episode is going to come out because things are going to be crazy the next couple of weeks. We will get more out to you. We'll be posting it mostly on the RSR Works page the Australian page relative to the YouTube stuff. If you have a chance, please follow rsr.works.jp on Instagram and follow our journey there. Again, thank you very much. We can't thank you enough for joining us for another episode, and we'll have another one out to you as soon as we can. Love you.